Okay, so you're scrolling online, right? And every now and then you see something that just makes you stop. Something so weird, so completely out of place that you just have to know what's going on. Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. A little mystery that actually tells us a whole lot about how we talk to each other now. So here it is. On one side, you've got the video. It's this awesome, super crisp Muay Thai combo. It's all about power, discipline, focus. But then you listen to the audio, and it's this soft, kind of sad voice speaking in Spanish about love and heartbreak. The two things just don't match at all. Which leads to the big question, right? What is going on here? Is this just some random mistake? Did someone grab the wrong audio file when they were editing? Or is this on purpose? Is there something way more interesting happening just under the surface? Well, that's the puzzle we're going to solve. All right, so like any good detective, we've got to start with the evidence. Before we figure out why this is happening, we need to understand what is happening. So let's zoom in on our first clue, the audio itself. What is that person actually saying? Here's the original Spanish quote. Now, even if you don't understand the words, you can hear the emotion in it, can't you? It's got this poetic, almost somber quality to it, which, again, feels pretty weird for a fight video. And wow, okay, when you translate it, the plot thickens. This isn't just some random meme line. It's a really deep, kind of heartbreaking thought about love and longing. This is something you'd expect to see written in a book of poetry, not playing over a kickboxing clip. It's just getting stranger. So, if we had to build a profile for this audio, right, we'd use words like these: melancholic, philosophical, romantic, reflective. These are all feelings you get from quiet thinking, which is pretty much the polar opposite of the feeling you get watching an explosive martial arts combo. And here is the big reveal. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an accident at all. This video is actually a perfect example of a huge, totally intentional trend that's happening all over the internet. It's a part of what you could call the vibe economy. The official term for this technique is content juxtaposition. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the art of taking two things that have absolutely nothing to do with each other, like our fighter and our sad poet, and smashing them together to create a brand new feeling. The whole point is to create a very specific, and sometimes really hard to describe, vibe. This chart basically says it all. For the creators who do this, what the words literally mean, it's barely important. What really, really matters is the emotional mood of the sound, the vibe it gives off. The feeling is everything. The meaning is just kind of there. Okay, so that brings us to the most important question of all. Why? Why do this? If it's not a mistake, what's the point of putting a sad Spanish quote over a Muay Thai video? To get that, we need to open up the creator's playbook. The strategy is actually pretty brilliant, and it breaks down into a few simple steps. First, you find a sound that's already trending because of its mood. Then, you pair it with a video that creates a huge contrast, something that makes people go, huh. That combination captures a really specific vibe. Think lonely but strong or graceful but in pain. And what happens next? The algorithm sees this weird, surprising thing and often rewards it with more views. Because that's what this is all about. At the end of the day, all these weird combinations, this whole creative strategy, it's designed to do one single thing: stop the scroll. The second your brain has to pause and say, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense, the creator has won. They've got your attention. So when you zoom out, what does this all mean? This is more than just a little quirk of the internet. When you start seeing it everywhere, you realize you're actually watching a new kind of language being born. One with its own totally new set of rules. This table really breaks down the shift. Think about it. In traditional media, like a documentary, the audio and video have a direct link. You see a lion, you hear a roar. But in this new social media vibe logic, the link is purely emotional. The meaning isn't stated in the words, it's felt in the combination. The goal isn't just to give you information anymore, it's to make you feel a mood. So, this is the key. The secret to cracking the code of that Muay Thai video, and thousands of others just like it, is to understand this one simple rule. It is not about what the words say. It is all about how the sound feels. And that kind of leaves us with this final, really big thought. If we're living in a world where a sad, poetic quote about heartbreak can be the perfect soundtrack for a martial arts combo, then we have to ask a new question. When any sound can be paired with any image to create a new feeling,
what does it even mean to listen anymore?